Well, hello again as always. Are we about to lose the free press part 2? As I was cut off earlier there. As I was saying previously, Trudeau wants to run this bill through where everything the press in any way, shape, or form has to say will have to go through government approvals. Well, it's not a free press then, is it? It's government propaganda. We won't have a clue what the government's doing. We certainly won't have a say in what the government's doing. And we won't be able to communicate with each other on this medium. That's going to have to go through their propaganda machine to be accepted. If it goes through, that's it. We've lost our dictatorship. We've lost our democracy. We've lost our rights. We've lost control of the government. And Trudeau will get his little crown. He'll become the dictator he's been wanting to be all along. It's a frightening thing. It really is. Now, I'm going to move slightly off topic, back to the gun ban, because, again, history repeats itself. The steps towards from democracy to socialism. I mean, we're borderline socialism now, what with so many people in the country being dependent on government handouts because of the way they've handled the COVID crisis. Now, whether you believe they're handling it appropriately at all or holding it, playing it the way they are for their own agenda, well, I'm not going to get into that now. I've gotten into it in other videos. I wonder if right now, I mean, I'll bet you a dime to a dollar, somebody just came back from the hardware store with a bunch of PVC pipe, planted it all under their azaleas, kicked in their own door, and then phoned the police and said, "Oh, look, all my guns got stolen." Golly gee. I guess if Trudeau wants to come and collect them, if he rams this through, this gun ban, guess it'll save you coming to the door, officer, and looking for him. Save the taxpayer a buck too, because you won't have to buy my guns back. You can, I'll just run them through my insurance. I'd like to see in 3 months or 6 months from now, if there's still a free press and we can watch question period in Parliament, that is. I'd like to see the opposition ask Bill Blair, say, "Hey, Billy boy, you're in charge of the whole gun confiscation thing here. You know, over the last 3 months, 6 months, whatever, what's the theft rate of legitimate guns gone up in Canada? Answer that one, Billy boy. So I'm pretty sure the numbers are increasing as we speak. There's many an azalea bush with his roots wrapped around the old family shotgun, I'm sure. But anyways, back to the freedom of the press thing. I mean, how can you not see through that? How can you not see through everything? Again, I'm a little off topic here, but I'll come around full circle to the free press again in a minute. An old friend of mine stopped in the other day. Haven't seen him in quite a while. I said, you know, how you dealing with the COVID crisis? What's your take on how, you know, our government and our society has responded to it? "Oh, it's all about the old people," he says. "We got to protect them." I said, well, you know, I'm not sure these half measures on social isolation. I mean, who truly truly socially has or is isolating? "Oh, it's all about the old people. You gotta understand, some people are just selfish. They don't care about anybody." I said, well, yeah, sure, society's full of them. Always have been, but I don't see as a society how we took any special measures for the seniors. You know, did we isolate the seniors' residences? You know, what did we specifically do? I isolated for 3 weeks. I said, you did? You never left the house in 3 weeks. Well, you know, I had to go get stuff. And so, well, how's that really socially isolating? I don't understand. You know, sure, we stand 6 feet apart. Some people wear some masks. Hand cleaner sales have gone through the roof. You know, maybe we've, you know, sort of weaned the numbers down on social contact to some extent, but I really don't see anything more than some half measures, maybe other than the restaurants and the grocery stores and the banks giving the seniors an hour in the morning. I mean, what did we really do? Oh, I don't want to talk about that. So, well, you know, how do you feel about the economy? You know, how the Trudeau government's dealing with that. Oh, it's great. I'm getting my $2,000 a month. So, well, yeah, you know, we're going to have to pay that back. No, we're not. So, what do you mean, no, we're not? We were broke before we started. Now Trudeau's handing out money even faster than what he was before. We're running a deficit. Deficit's got to be paid off. Gobs of interest. Oh, it's not real money. We're not going to have to pay that back. So, well, you know, let's not go there. You know, what do you think about the gun ban thing? Oh, it's all that lunatic down east. They said, well, it's the excuse the government's using, but really, you know, what they're talking, banning legitimate firearms, doesn't really do anything for criminal activity or the truly lunatics, as you call them, the madmen. I mean, I don't understand what is your take on the gun ban? Oh, it's all about that lunatic. So, man, you know, so do you not think Trudeau wants to be a dictator? I mean, look at his War Measures Act, the Emergency Measures Act, now the fact he didn't put the gun ban through Parliament. Oh, you're one of those conspiracy theorist guys. I said, well, I don't really think I got a conspiracy theorist guy. I mean, you know, could quote you some stuff directly from open Parliament. I don't think that's conspiracy theory stuff. When an opposition MP asks a party member from the Liberal Party to answer a question and it doesn't get answered, you know, see as how that's a conspiracy thing. Oh, I can't talk to you. I'm chugging the beer I gave him so he can get away from me because I'm annoying him. I said, well, you know, seems to me like a democracy's slipping away from us here. You know, do you not watch the news? What? Oh, this is Canada. It's not going to happen here. He said, well, you know, pretty sure they said the same thing in the UK and in Europe and in Venezuela, and I think they said it in Germany way back when with that fellow with the funny little mustache there, buddy. Oh, this is Canada. It's never going to happen in Canada. So what's happening in Canada now? And this is where I come around full circle to the subject of the free press. I said, you know, do you realize he's trying to do the aforementioned here, taking away our free press? Oh, it won't happen. It's not. This is Canada. You're a conspiracy theorist. I can't talk to you. Finishes the beer I gave him, slams it down, roaring out the drive. You know, it's like, well, there goes a sheeple. You know, present them with the facts. They just don't want to hear it. But our last bastion, I mean, really by a lot of people accept the fact that the mainstream media, well, if anybody's guilty of putting out disinformation, it's got to be them. Nobody has much faith or trust in them, less and less every day. The alternative medias, Rebel News, the True North, oh, a few others whose names elude me at the moment. They're talking a little different talk than the mainstream media is, and they justify and back up what they're saying. There's no fake news going on there. I mentioned the Rebel News earlier. I've mentioned that to some sheeple. Do you watch the Rebel News? They think, whoa, what, some underground terrorist organization. No, it's not. They're legitimate press. They just happen to be banned from the Trudeau government. Doesn't want them asking hard questions. They're not radicals. If anything, they dismissed Faith Goldie. If you watch any of her videos, she's hardcore. She goes right at them. What she says, she speaks her mind, that girl. Yeah, she was a little too radical for the Rebel News. So she went back on her own. I'm not passing any faith. I'm not passing any judgment on Faith Goldie or the Rebel News. I'm just, this is what I say to the people who think that they're just far out there, the Rebel News and the True North. No, they're not. They're not. They're not making up news. They're not claiming any fake news. They're not spreading propaganda. They're just trying to, say, hey, look, this is, we hired a lawyer. We got records from the government. They're stating fact. It's not. But if this bill goes through, bill or bills, whatever, Trudeau's, does he think there's that many sheeple? Does he think we're all stupid? Or is he just so confident that his ploy, wanting the big crown there, wants a dictatorship? Is he just that confident that it's going to happen? Beware, people, if we lose the free press, it's lost. It's gone. There's no hope. So, have a good day. Take care.